Holy smokes, we are back in Bernie's garage.
Welcome.
Yeah. Stay tuned because we're working on the GT Street Performer. What's up, guys, and welcome back to the channel, and thanks for stopping by. Hey, today we are back in Bernie's garage. It's been a minute since we've been here.
Absolutely,
I feel like
Kev.
we've just been at my house for so long working on the GT Pro Performer. If you guys want to check out that video, we have a series of videos on how we built that multicolor kind of weird Pro Performer 26 into kind of like the Eddie Fiola tribute, sort of tribute bike. Sort of. And so I'll put links in the corner so that you guys can kind of check that out. I'll also have some links down below. But no, we are back in Bernie's garage because we are working on Bernie's wife's bike today.
The Sunshine Bike.
Sunshine Bike. Yeah, we should call this the Sunshine Bike. That'll be the name of the video.
Oh yeah.
Sunshine Bike.
I need sunshine.
Yeah. So it's the Street Performer. We also did another video on this, putting this thing together a while back. Since then, Bernie's wife Shannon has been kind of like, watching some of the vids, taking a look at some of the parts, going online.
Got inspired.
And then
Spend money.
And then now, so what we're going to be doing is we got a couple of upgrades for this bike to kind of change out some of the parts. It looks like we're going to change some tires. Oh, is that the ones from
Angie?
From Angie at Frank's in Downey. Yeah, that's right. I forgot about that.
Thank you, Angie.
Looks like we got a bottom bracket. Is that a bottom bracket?
It is a bottom bracket, but the cranks are on their way.
Okay, so you're also going to swap out cranks too?
Late in the future.
Okay.
Yeah.
So are we doing that today, bottom bracket, or no?
No.
Okay, so that's a future build.
Yeah.
We got some parts from Billet BMX.
Yep.
Our friend Morgan over at Billet BMX. Is that a new brake lever too?
Yes.
Oh, okay. So we're swapping for some blue. Putting some blue parts. Looks like some Vans grips.
Yep.
So yeah, we got a couple of things to kind of transform this bike. Looks like we're putting some blue parts on it to kind of match. I don't know if you see the blue sticker there. Are we ready to get started then?
You ready? Okay. I'm ready. Let's go, man.
All right, so let's get this puppy going.
Okay.
All right, so here we go. This is a Sunshine Bike, but before we get started, we want to address the elephant in the room. You might be wondering, what's up with Bernie's smile? Something might be a little bit different. When I came over, I was like, dude, what happened? And he's like, it's chronic action.
Everybody said I hit the pipe. Well, hey, there you go, buddy.
No, we don't want to start any rumors. Nothing like that.
No.
But we want you guys to kind of guess, how do you think Bernie broke his front tooth? Wrong answers only.
Yes.
And then at
please.
the end of the video, we'll share exactly how that happened. But for now,
I still gonna smile for you guys.
He's gonna start, and like
kind of hard for talk though.
Yeah.
I get this lift for this one.
And Bernie's being a really good sport about it because he could have easily said we're not filming today.
Guys, I'm crying on the inside. Life happens.
Life happens, and sometimes you just gotta roll with it, right?
You know what?
Just like how stuff happens in Bernie's garage.
Exactly. I cannot tell you, Kev. Oh, we're not gonna film today because just because my teethers.
You could have though. I would have. I would have totally understood though.
Dude, hey, man up.
Man. See? What is that? Life throws you lemons.
Yeah.
You're gonna make lemonade.
Yep.
Right. So here we go. Instead of being at home and being sad for ourselves, or Bernie being sad for himself,
cry
we're still gonna film. We're gonna because we're thinking of you guys.
You know what, guys?
Our loyal
I said
audience
die hard,
there, right?
If I wasn't die hard, I'd be sitting in my room and like.
Oh man, because you cannot see the dentist for like how long you gotta wait?
On the 17th, I go and see the guy. It's not even my dentist.
Apparently, like right now, we're filming this on the 12th.
Yeah.
So he's got 5 more days. This happened a couple of days ago.
Yup.
And so
Monday to be
Bernie
exact.
is semi-toothless for like at least a week.
Yeah. I get half teeth for I'm a half Tifa right now.
Right.
Okay.
But he's being a good sport about it. So, and hey, so again, wrong answers only.
Yeah.
How do you think Bernie broke his front tooth? Put them in the comments, and then
No shame, you guys.
maybe we'll choose like the best, the funniest answer or something.
I like that.
Right?
Help me out, guys.
And then maybe we can send you some stickers or something.
There you go.
If you give us the best answers, we'll send you something. So be creative.
Yeah.
Right. So wrong answers only.
Because I filming with broken teeth, so the least you guys can do is
Just
give
drop
us
a comment.
Drop a comment.
Like the video. Share this
Yeah,
with somebody else.
Absolutely.
Right.
Yeah. See? Die Hard, BMX, all the way.
Diehards. And we got Bernie. You got the Dan's Comp shirt from those guys at Dirty Fest.
I am so sorry, guys. I forgot your name, Hoy.
Yeah,
But
I don't
yeah, he
remember-
handed me
I
a
don't
shirt.
remember- Yeah, but look at that, Dan's Comp.
And I rode his hutch.
That's right.
Yeah.
They had the purple. Wasn't it the purple hutch?
Yeah, the Miranda one.
Yeah.
He was like, get on it. So I did.
Yeah.
And thank you very much for
Okay.
that.
So here we got blue tires that Bernie picked up from Stack BMX on our trip to Dirty Fest.
Oh
We stopped
no, that
over.
was
Oh
from
no, sorry,
Angie.
Angie's. You're right. You said
Hello.
right. We did go to Stack though.
We did.
I picked up stuff.
You
from
did.
Stack.
Yeah.
You picked up stuff from Angie's because you were looking for these blue tires.
And she hooked me up.
And yes.
So thank you, Angie.
And then we got these cool Vans. What is that? ODI?
Yeah.
ODI grips.
Yep.
We got some new brake levers. And we got the sick parts from Billet BMX. And then we're going to put on that bottom bracket in another video once the cranks. What kind of cranks did you order?
Secret, buddy.
Oh,
Secret.
just like how you broke your tooth. Secret, bro.
Secret, bro.
Secret.
If I tell you, we no can shoot no more.
If I tell you, I'm going to have to punch you in the face.
Yeah,
And then you're going to
boy.
have another tooth. You got to join me.
Right? See? Now I did that, Kev. You know why? Because, you know, I wanted to make good content for us.
So how did you like riding these tires?
Honestly,
Like you rode them just a little bit, right?
they're comfortable, but I don't like the look. I don't know. I know I'm bullet head tire kind of guy. You know,
They're very bald, right?
the slicks. That's
They're
why.
slicks, and I don't know. I need knobbies on my tires.
Yeah, you know because
Apparently they're all right though. Other people have commented that they like them.
we die hard. You know, BMX,
schoolers.
old school, and
Yeah.
that's all.
We had a comment recently about because I think in one of how I call all these bigger bikes cruisers. And
Yeah.
this guy was like,
It's not.
they're not cruisers, they're big bike BMX. And I didn't know what to say to that. I was like, I call them a cruiser because when we used to race,
Yeah.
right?
Right.
Those were the bikes that were bigger than 20 inches, right?
Right.
Usually it was a 24,
Yeah.
right? That was a cruiser class. So I just, a 24, 26, I call them cruisers, 29s. I really don't know what the actual definition would be, but that's just kind of like what I refer to it as. So I was like, hey, man, you can call it whatever you like.
Right.
I call it cruisers because that's kind of like what I remember from back in the day.
Me too. I
But
mean,
I don't know. What do you guys think? Do you guys consider this a cruiser or is this just a big
I gotta get one
BMX
too.
bike? But anyway, this is the Street Performer. This is the one that Bernie picked up from GT. They had their Unreal sale during the holidays. It was what was in it? Like a New Year's Eve drunk purchase.
yes.
It was like feeling pretty good.
yeah.
That's
That's what
some
it
room on the
was.
credit card. Let's go.
You know, when you come across a deal, you just
Kind of
gotta
hard to give up, right?
you gotta go for it. And I did. You know, and it's like, hey, we get coupons for this, and
And in fact, you scored the deal of all for shipping.
yeah,
right? It was like $17 for 2 bikes to ship to Hawaii, which is
It
ridiculous.
Was. It was. It is ridiculous. I'd never like believe what the thing was saying, you know. But yeah, how crazy is that?
Yeah.
Right? Crazy.
All right, so what kind of levers did you pick up? I didn't see
Um,
the name of the lever.
What is the name?
What is it?
Black Ops.
Oh, Black Ops. Okay. Yeah. We've used Black Ops stuff
See?
before.
Mechanical disc brakes.
Okay.
Okay.
So you read the package. You read the description. I didn't. I don't.
You know what though, Kev? That's why people like to watch us, cause you know.
They
Sometimes you
never know what they're gonna get,
exactly. Hey.
and it's usually me screwing up because
Kev,
You
it's
know.
all good, buddy. It's all good. No worries.
yeah, I was looking at that like, the grip's gonna cover them. It'll be
Yeah.
all good.
But look, this part here,
Oh, is it a little too short? Maybe
the grip.
the grips
is-
are a little
yeah.
shorter than the other ones.
Yup. Because if we go,
Oh, and they're lock-ons too.
yeah, like mountain bike.
Oh, I see.
So she picked good grips.
Yeah, I like them.
I like
You can't
them.
go wrong with Vans grips.
They're really nice. She wanted that Vans look, so
Yeah.
you know we went with that.
Yeah, that looks pretty sick.
Yeah. Yeesh. I don't want to go anymore because
Yeah, that's the only thing. When you have black bars, and then when it gets cinched down, right,
Yeah.
scratches. So we got a little bit of that right there.
yup.
But you know what? That's kind of like what you got to deal with sometimes.
It is what it is. Kind of like my Tifer. It is
Tifer.
what it is, buddy.
We're giving it a name now.
Tifer.
Tifer.
That's the name of this video.
Bernie's Tifer. So again, let us know. Give us wrong answers only.
Yeah.
How did Bernie break his front tooth? Wrong answers only. Most ridiculous, funny answer. We'll send you some stickers.
Yeah, man.
Maybe even some other Hawaiian treats. We'll see.
Yeah. We see how.
In fact, we'll give Mac. Yeah, if it's a really good answer, we'll send you some Mac nuts. How's that?
There you go. If you get them dead on, Mac nuts, guarantee.
Guarantee.
If you get one good comment, then we'll figure
Yeah,
something.
it's gotta make us laugh out loud though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Big
You know,
time.
you get those comments sometimes and then you just can't help but just crack up laughing. All right, well, that's looking pretty good already.
Nice. I cannot tell you how long we've had these parts
Right?
in the box.
I know it's been and I appreciate you waiting and Shannon waiting so that we could film this
Oh yeah. No worries.
because it definitely has been a while since we've been here.
Yeah,
And I know you've had some of these parts for a while, so
it's all good.
kind of cool that we can hang out today because we're super busy again. Like Bernie just found out he's gonna be working straight probably for like at least a week,
We'll
if
see.
not more.
Yeah, maybe.
Bad news from the kitchen, and then I've been busy with workshops since school ended. I was on Oahu last week for 4 days. We're doing a workshop on Kauai for 4 days. We end tomorrow, and then we fly off to the Big Island in Hilo, and then shoot
Wow.
have another 4 days up there. So we're super busy.
I thought you guys already did that.
Yeah, no, we just did Oahu.
Just Oahu.
Yeah. And then the week after that, my plan is to go up to Honolulu. I don't know if you want to take a day off or something, but you might be ready for a day off
I might be ready for seeing dentist on
um,
Oahu.
if they can't fix your teeth for.
My teeth are.
Oh man, I cannot wait to see what the comments are gonna come out from this one.
Me too, Kev.
It's gonna be interesting
It's gonna be
to
so
kind of see what people are gonna come up with.
right. It is gonna be. And you know what? It's gonna be fun. Cause we building bikes, Tifa and all missing.
Kiefer and all
You know, what the heck?
hanging out.
Yeah, hanging out.
Yeah, because we haven't kind of filmed anything since the last GT video.
Yeah,
Right?
yeah.
So that's why you guys have been seeing a lot of like interview videos up on the channel, just because we just have not been able to get together.
It's so funny when you text me, "Oh, are you free this day and this day?" Well, the days that you pick, buddy.
Are the days you are absolutely not available.
Yeah, like I work doubles
Yep.
on Friday. You know, and Saturdays it's.
And Bernie actually texted me, was it yesterday or Tuesday or Monday? Well, yesterday is Tuesday. Might have been Monday. Hey, are we filming on Wednesday? And my first reaction was no, like we're not.
Yeah.
Just because,
I saw
you know, I was busy with my workshops, and then I was thinking, wait, we can maybe film today or Wednesday because I'm back home on Kauai.
I was like surprised, but you know, you said maybe, so maybe sometimes means no. But you know, it's all good. It's all good,
No, so it's perfect.
except you know,
Because I know people are probably getting tired of seeing a
Interviews?
bunch of interviews. Although we got some good comments on this last Doug Johnson one, in which people found it entertaining, where you know, like they learned a lot about the Torker brand. And we got one more still yet about Torker. We're going to be talking with our friend Bill from Supercross. He's the one that's responsible for bringing that Torker back. And his interview is coming soon. His is going to be the next one that we put out.
yeah, Bill was, he's so super
Oh yeah,
cool.
super nice guy. Bill is sending
Super.
us another care package, and so
Right.
we're like, we gotta go and do something for him. So Bill, hopefully by the time this video drops, maybe not, or it'll be soon after.
Yeah,
We have a package for you, buddy.
yeah, we do.
Because we really do appreciate all the support you give us.
Yeah.
And so it won't equal that awesome
Right.
one of one unicorn
Yeah.
that he gifted us to build next, but just something that we can just show our appreciation for.
How's that looking?
That's looking good, man. Really like that.
It's all sunshine.
Really like that.
It's
So,
all sunshine.
good choice on the parts.
Yep. She got him, you.
All right, so we're gonna be taking off this wheel.
We're gonna be taking off the
Taking off
wheel.
these slicks, and we're gonna replace them with these SE Cub tires. Yeah.
Yep.
So shout out again to Angie over at Frank's Bikes in Downey. We have an interview with her that we are that's coming out a little later, but we got to hang out with her in her shop, find out about her story, and
That was
look forward
fun.
to like getting that interview out to you guys too, because her story is pretty cool. She's a really cool lady. Builds some banger bikes.
Now we
out of
know
that
who
shop.
for call to lace
Right?
wheels.
Yeah, in fact, that day she was kind of like working on a bunch of wheels, right?
Oh my God! You seen all the wheels she had to
Yeah.
go true up?
Yeah.
That was crazy. She was busy bee.
So this again is that GT Street Performer. This is what? Is this a 29?
This is 29.
This one is a 29.
Yeah.
So 29 inches, big bike, but it does have gears. And I really want one of these bikes with gears.
You
Just
like?
so that it can be, you know.
I get one in the box.
Yeah, yeah.
Show him
That's
right
gonna
there.
be yours. Oh yeah, we gotta show Bernie's garage and how clean this thing is. Look, and we got the Monza. Remember that Monza that was sitting at my house for the longest time? Bernie like picked it up and it's looking sick up on this stand
Oh my
here.
goodness, that was like
Bro, that
you
thing
kept
is looking
bugging me,
good.
dude.
And then-
When are you taking this bike
Right,
home, man?
there's the other GT in the box, but yeah, look, it's looking really good, man. So that is shout out to Monza.
Yes.
It's kind of cool. I like there've been some people out there that have been leaving comments like, hey, like, you know, after they watch one of the Monza videos.
Mm-hmm.
This last one was like, hey, this video's a little old, but you know, I just bought a Monza because of you guys, and waiting for it to arrive. So that's kind of cool.
That is cool. It's cool when like people tell us, you know, oh, we watch you, so
Yeah,
bought
and when they let
this
us
and-
know about that stuff, right?
Yeah.
Just because it's, you know, you don't have to do that.
absolutely.
You can just watch and go to the next one. But we appreciate the comments that people leave and just, you know, letting us, sharing their experiences, getting back into BMX, picking up a bike again, or customizing it. There's been a lot of, you know,
Holy smoke.
chats going on, you know, either in the comments section, or people are, you know, sending me messages through Instagram, just letting us know, or even through the website. People are sending me some stuff on the website. Sometimes they'll send us pictures of their bikes and stuff that they're putting together. So that's really cool.
What's not cool is
This tire is kind of,
this tire is
hard,
hard
huh?
for take out. Jeez, guys. I tell
I
you.
like that it has that reflective kind of like line around it.
So do I.
That's really cool. I wish more tires had some of that on it,
is really
just to make it a little bit more visible to everyone else, you know, when you're out there on a ride.
right. My goodness.
Bro, you're gonna have
Wow. This thing is
a
trippy.
broken lever.
Right?
One of the comments is gonna be, use your teeth.
No can.
Okay.
Only get half teeth.
Oh, that's not how it happened, but yeah.
You trying,
You know
Kev.
somebody can put that in there, bro, when they see us struggling with.
Right? Oh my God.
Oh, why is this thing so tight?
I don't know. Cause it is. Maybe I'm using the wrong lever.
I don't know. I don't even use two. You just use two. I just go and I just push them.
I don't know,
I don't
'cause-
know. I know sometimes you gotta watch that you don't do anything to the tube, but it is. Oh, that bugger is. Wow, that really is tight.
It
So,
is. That's
You
why.
might not even be able to do that. Holy smokes!
Right? This thing is on here. Like serious.
There's always got to be something, right?
I knew this was gonna be hard, hey. I knew it.
How would you like? Did you just suspect just because the tire just the way it is, or are you just thinking what's gonna go wrong today?
Well, when I took the air out of this thing, I
You could see how tight it was.
I'd squeeze them, and I'm like, oh boy,
Oh man.
we're gonna have some fun.
Yeah, because that thing is. That thing is on there, bro.
Yeah, it is. This thing is super.
And all you got to do is just get it past that one spot,
I know.
and then it'll be fine. Let me hold this side down.
Okay, hold on. We're getting there, Kev.
Maybe you're too. Oh no, but you pulled
Oh.
out the stem though, so
Yeah,
you
dude.
should. It's not the air, because you took out the stem on that.
There
There
we
we
go.
go. Let's go.
Now we good. Let me see. Could you imagine trying to change one flat?
Oh, you on a ride out with
On a
these
ride out?
tires? I don't know if you got these tires on your bike, is it this hard for you as well? I don't know. Yeah.
Right? It's crazy.
Imagine these tires on a Race Inc.
Oh.
You know, with the Race Inc. how it has that
Yeah.
extra big dropout where you gotta like pry apart the fork, or you gotta pry apart the rear.
Oh, man.
That would be a pain to do with this one, man. All right, but you got them. You got them.
Yeah, I was struggling. Like I always do.
It's all good.
You know what, Kev? The struggle is real, guy.
The struggle is real,
Look.
especially today.
So look how tight this
Oh,
is.
even just to take that sucker off.
As why? I would say something, but I might get scolding, so I'm not gonna say anything.
Yeah, we don't want some F bombs that I'm gonna have to like beep out.
No, not that
'cause-
kind. I was gonna say
Oh.
something else, but that's okay.
I kind of have an idea of what you would have said. And if you watch any of our other videos, you might understand too. But yeah, we'll just leave it as that. We won't go beyond. I know exactly what you would have said too, bro. Like I know.
You know already.
I know.
You know, huh?
Nice. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Oh boy. Fun times, man. Fun times. Fun times.
Yeah, so putting back the valve in there.
Put this guy back in here so I can put a little bit air in here.
See, Bernie's thorough. I would have just pushed a nail into that thing until it got flat.
Cannot.
And again, dude, best pump in the world, right there.
Right?
Because everybody probably has some sort of battery like that. That is one of, oh, it's so much better than doing a foot pump or a hand pump.
Right? It is. Especially like right now, today, it's so hot.
Yeah. Bernie's sweating over there.
Well, because I was trying to take out the tire, that's why. You know? I'm not going to candy coat them, but I was kind of struggling.
All right, so SE tires with the black walls. These are gonna look nice though. I have these tires on my Big Ripper, but it has the gum wall sides.
Ah.
The
Right.
only thing I didn't like about the tires is that they're probably gonna get dirty. I shouldn't say
Oh.
probably, they are gonna get dirty.
They are going to get
And you're
dirty.
gonna have to like periodically scrub them to get them to look, you know, nice again. But when they're clean, God, this thing is really nice.
Right?
Look at that. Hopefully this tire won't be as tight as the other one.
I know. Oh, that tire was, well, first, that thing, the sidewall is solid, Kev.
Yeah.
Feel them.
Yeah, that thing is pretty thick.
Yeah. So I guess, you know, it's good. But I don't know. It's all about the look.
Well, plus now at least you have threads,
Right?
right? Versus, like you said, bolo head.
Yeah, but you know, people like that stuff.
Yeah, some people like them.
They
And
like
that's
'em.
cool. If you like it and it works for you, good. Like that's, use it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like, if there's anything that we've learned in working on these bikes is you just got to do what you want, what you like. You know, you can kind of get inspiration from other people. You can do your research and, you know, but whatever, when it comes down to it at the end, like, who cares what other people think?
Yeah.
You know, because there are a lot of people that will like comment on our videos too, like, oh, I don't like the bars, or I don't like this, or I don't like that, and that's fine. Like,
I don't like the
everybody,
mags.
everybody has their own, you know, got their own taste.
I like
right?
gum walls.
I think the one for us right now that's getting the most dislikes is the bent seat post on the GT.
Really?
Yeah,
Wow.
A lot of guys don't like that bent seat post. So, and you know, it does send that seat back quite a bit.
It
On that
does.
GT Pro Performer. And, you know, we might have to put a straight one in there.
Well,
But honestly, I haven't even ridden that thing, you know.
I was
since that
gonna
night.
say, yeah. Have you?
No, my back has been jacked up. I've been busy with trying to get out of school, and I ended up, you know, retiring from my teaching position. I had to get all my stuff out, and then we went right into workshops, and so I had really no time to kind of do anything. And then just like I said, my back has just been, I don't know, overworked, and so I've had to baby it lately,
Uh-oh.
which kind of sucks, man.
Don't be turning that stuff out, buddy.
Yeah, we do not want that to go out, because
Yeah.
when it goes out, bro, it's like at least a week
Yeah.
for me to recover. So that really, really sucks.
You can be dead in the water,
Yep.
and that's not
And we
good.
still got one more workshop, and then I want to go to Oahu that next week.
Do they have a ride out?
I don't think there's gonna be a ride out, but I'm just gonna go to kind of like so my friend John that's here with us work on the, you know, helping with the workshop. He's teaching the advanced guys. They had a building, a new building that was put up a few years ago, kind of like right after or right around COVID, and so they couldn't really have a proper open house, and so they're gonna have an open house at the end of the month.
Okay.
So I'm gonna fly up for that. It's on a Friday during the morning and then into the early afternoon. So then I'm gonna fly up for that and then try and go and ride that Friday night with Elton and the gang.
Cool.
Maybe go up a little earlier so I can also ride on Wednesday with them. So
Oh, there you go.
see some friends on Thursday. So, but yeah, man.
Go enjoy your.
You wanna take a day off or something? You let me know. You might be ready for a day off by then.
I'm gonna be ready for a month.
Because
off.
we got our friend Brett. We got to
Oh,
show you.
yeah.
We got to do a separate video just on that.
Right.
So we have a friend Brett that he drew us this amazing poster. I'm not gonna share it with you guys because that deserves its own video, I think.
Right.
And I also need to just do some clearance on some stuff first.
Yeah.
But he just, you know, we brought up some stuff for him for some of his stuff to get signed. So shout out to Hollywood Mike Miranda. He at Dirty Fest, he signed all this stuff he signed a number plate and a shirt that Brett wanted for his own hutch build. So I brought it up for him, and in return, Brett drew us this amazing poster, right?
That was like that.
Thing was nuts, huh?
I was tripping
Yeah,
out.
I
Kev.
can't wait to show it to you guys because this thing is unbelievable. When it's time, when we show you that video, I think you guys are gonna be tripping. Like just the fact that someone took the time to kind of do all of that work as just a gesture to us was just
Bruh,
crazy.
that is crazy. Caught me off guard. You know.
Yeah, me too. I mean, he was asking me questions and stuff, and I just thought he was just trying to get to know me more, you know? He was just kind of just asking questions about what kind of bikes what was my favorite bike, and who were some of my, you know, things that I remembered from back in the day, and I just thought he was just asking questions to be curious. I had no idea that was all because he was putting things into this drawing, and like I said, when you guys see it, it's going to be,
Bruh,
I think you guys are going to really like it too. Like
it's gonna be sick.
Yeah. Bro, this guy maybe that wheel is a little small, huh? Or maybe a little bit big.
I don't
Should
know,
say
but
small. Small means that tire would be on way easier.
Right.
Maybe the wheel's a little bit big. But even this sucker's giving you some issues.
It is, and it's only one yet.
Yeah, we need worked on the first one.
Oof. You can be like, "Hey, guy, why you guys take so long?"
Because stuff like this happens, man.
Yeah. Jeez. He's working hard for this thing. Wow.
That's all right. Your wife's gonna appreciate that, man.
Whew. Mama. That was fun.
That's a nice tire, though. I gotta say, I like the black. I like the black wall.
Not bad, yeah.
I think it's really gonna match good against the black on the bike. Like, just kind of like how this black. I think that thing's gonna look really nice. How much is that pump? It was like less than 30 bucks, I think, yeah?
Yeah, pretty cheap.
You just gotta have a battery. The battery is gonna be the most expensive thing, but that was one of the best purchases I made just because it's so easy to pump up your tires. I had like a traditional, like, standing floor pump. And yeah, that was not fun, man.
I think I have like, what? One?
Yeah, you got
two.
compressors everywhere.
I do.
Someone thought you had a CNC machine in this garage.
No, that's a commercial kitchen oven.
Yeah. It looks like it though.
It
I can
does.
see how I can see how someone thought that. But that's just a commercial kitchen oven.
Yep, it's a convection oven. Since I'm here, I might as well do this.
Oh yeah, you got to do that, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. You might as well. We can put on the billet BMX, the stem cap, and then the spacers.
Yeah.
That'll look sick.
But look, that thing's pretty. They put a lot of spacers.
Is this yeah. This
Crazy.
is plastic, dude.
Yeah. The dust cap.
Wow.
Uh-huh.
I was not expecting that.
Me too. But hey, I mean, somehow you gotta cut the cost down.
I guess so. That's
Pretty nuts, yeah.
not a fan of that.
Jeez. Hope I don't gotta use all of this,
You might.
right? Look like, no?
So if you watch the other video we did on when we built this one up, this really has mountain bike feels, yeah?
Yeah.
I mean, look how big this head tube is. How fat, like this.
Look how long.
Yeah, it just screams like mountain bike.
That thing is, yeah. I was trying to shop for another fork, but I don't know.
Nah, the fork I think is all right. Maybe a headset, but I don't know.
I don't know. We're gonna find out.
You know what'd be
now.
kind of cool on this bike though, but I don't know if you could find one.
What is that?
The blue GT stem, the mallet one.
Oh,
But that's kind of hard. I think that one you got to go and you might have to like buy it from someone else who maybe already did something with it, or maybe that came on another bike that someone parted.
true.
Because the one that I have is the mallet stem.
Yeah.
And but it's black, right? The one that came off the Performer.
Yeah.
And I saw there's a blue one, and I was like, oh, that would be way better for mine. But I think you got to find that one like on maybe,
eBay or something.
yeah.
Wow. Do I really
What
want
does
to
that
mess?
look like?
Do I want to mess with that guy?
You could take off the other parts, dude. I think. I don't know that you need to use, the part that compresses.
Mm-hmm.
You might not have to use that.
Oh yeah.
I don't know. Because remember how it has two bolts?
Yeah.
That we had no idea it had two bolts. Remember?
Yeah.
Remember we were like, how come this thing is not getting tight?
Right.
Because we didn't realize another bolt was on the bottom. So, I don't know.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Oh, thanks, sir. Okay. Let's see. What do I want to do?
You got to take off the spacers. and
That's a
swap
lot.
them. Yeah, how high is that going to be? Oh, you probably can get rid of the bottom one.
Yeah.
How's that?
Yeah, that's better.
Okay.
Crazy.
Look how pretty.
Pretty. You going on so pretty.
Pretty.
I wish my teethers was pretty like that.
Again, man, I give you credit, bro, for being such a good sport about that. Because I don't know that I would have been like, let's go film a video, dude.
Hey, you know, it just goes to prove I'm die
Like,
hard.
you are dedicated. Wait, is this supposed to be? No, you
Which
gotta.
way it's supposed to go?
This gotta go. Is it? Wait, what happened there? Yeah, does it have to? There you go.
Ooh, almost took out my eyeballs. Already take off. I took out my teeth. Now I'm taking my eyes. Way to go! Oh man.
Birmingham Beach.
Shall I hold this up right here?
Yeah, go.
Kev, you is awesome, man.
Oh, bro, you're gonna be like,
You is like,
no more teeth, no more eye. What gonna be next?
I know, yeah. Like on
But Tracy, I wonder if you might be able to get away with not having to use the compression bolts, you know?
yeah, I think so. Hey.
Because like you said, do you want to deal with that? Because that thing already has it.
Like right now?
Right?
No, not really.
Yeah, see?
Oh wow.
All good, pal.
Thanks, hey Morgan.
Gives you options, bro.
Oh,
Morgan gave you some options.
wow. Morgan is the guy. That's why.
You just gotta straighten these guys out.
Yeah. Do that. Straighten these guys out a little bit. Let's just get it on for now. And then we can put the wheel on and let the gravity push everything down. Straighten up all these guys. Wow, that looks pretty good.
Yeah, definitely giving some color to that thing,
Yeah. Then I can just straighten all this up later.
right? Yeah, definitely we're gonna have to just try to like get this,
Oh yeah.
you know, more straight. But we'll get the wheel on.
For me, it's gonna be easier when it's on the ground. I mean, that's just me. You know?
Yeah, you can sit on it, right?
Yeah.
Kind of adjust where the bars are to make sure the bars are straight.
Yeah. Plus, you know, I know I'm a professional bike mechanic, so this is how I
Yeah,
do
if
'em.
anyone comes to us seeking professional advice,
You're in the wrong
yeah,
neighborhood.
you're in the wrong channel.
Yeah.
But that looks, look at that. That looks good though.
Wow.
I'm looking at the back to the front, like, yeah.
What a difference, yeah?
It is. It is a big difference.
Wow.
I mean, some people might be like, oh, that's a lot of blue, but no, I think I like that.
Okay. So, let's just leave that as is for now. And then I'm going to exercise the back.
Yeah, this one's going to be a little trickier to take off because now you got gears. You
Right.
got the disc brake in the back as well.
Remember how much fun I had trying to put
Oh,
that thing
yeah,
on?
putting this on was a pain. I remember that.
I mean, I don't do it often, so I'm not used to that.
Yeah, because we stopped riding bikes with gears.
Yeah. Long time we never
Yeah.
do that. I mean,
And you know, I have my Trek that I wanted to sell.
yeah.
My son used it when I was gone one weekend and broke some spokes. I don't even know how he did it.
Well,
I'm like, bro, I was wanting to sell that bike. Sucker. He's like, oh,
sorry
oh, sorry, Dad. I took the bike out and I don't know what happened, but the spokes broke. I mean, how does a spoke break like that?
Well, maybe
Could it have been loose?
we don't know,
I
Kev.
don't even know.
What if,
I don't think I've ever broken a spoke.
right?
even when I was racing, dude. And we'd have a spoke broken if somebody's like pedal got kind of caught. You got caught up with somebody, and the pedal went into your
Yeah.
wheel.
Yeah.
But I don't even remember myself breaking some spokes, man.
Well, he's pretty like. Maybe he went cocaine, hoy. And he not telling
He's doing
you,
some downhill action.
right? He's like, nah, my father not gonna know, hoy.
It's like he borrowed the car. Huh?
Yeah.
Come back. Hey, how come the tires all bolo? Doing donuts. Donuts like the Datsun. Remember what we used to do to my dad's car?
Yeah. You know, right now he's cursing us out.
Oh my god.
He's like, you damn kids, no wonder why I had to buy tires.
So I used to have to drive this beat up Datsun B210. This thing was fugly.
You know what though, Kev? That thing,
It got us to a lot of places though.
it did.
Right?
Yes.
I mean, we that was our beach mobile.
Oh my God, that was our beach mobile.
I mean, we didn't care, like, you know.
Yeah,
That was
like-
freedom.
that was, you know.
That was the ugliest car. There's no way we were picking up chicks with that thing.
and thank God you got your license before I did. Right?
Oh,
Hey, pick me up, boy.
man.
I give you gas money.
That car had no power steering.
That car had
no
nothing.
air conditioning.
Straight nothing had.
It was just. And you know what? You know the saddest thing about that whole car was?
Yeah, well.
Was that my dad traded a '66 Mustang
For that car.
for that car, because that was right when all the gas, you know, there was like a gas crisis.
Yeah.
And so he needed to get rid of his V8,
Yeah.
and he bought that Datsun.
Wow.
I mean, he told me he regretted that.
Wow.
Yeah, later on,
Poor guy. He gave up his muscle car.
he gave up the muscle car, man.
And he'd swallow his pride and go buy one Datsun.
Yeah. But yeah, that thing was a hunk of junk, man. And you know, I remember, like, that thing had Bondo on it. There was parts that were like all rusted and like. So I remember, where did we go? We went to the beach one day, I think, and somebody reversed into the car, right in the
Yeah.
parking lot somewhere, and put a sizable dent in the back quarter panel, you know. But I didn't like think nothing. I was like, you know, went home. I was like, oh yeah, that dent's a little bit bigger than I thought.
Did he notice?
No, so then when my dad saw it, he went ballistic. He was like, what happened to the car? And I was like, well, like, yeah, somebody reversed. He goes,
I guess.
he was like, you didn't how come you didn't get their information? I was like, I didn't think it was that bad. He was like, what do you mean? It was that bad? Like, oh, I got the 3rd degree, bro.
I'm surprised
from
he
it.
never get grounded, hoy.
Yeah. Because that's what my dad did. He stopped hitting us. And it was more like, once he realized grounding was way worse.
Hoy, I not can play, hoy. I grounded, hoy.
Yup.
Okay.
That
Let me
was
know
the
when you
worst.
pow.
But he was so pissed. And I'm thinking, like, this car is a piece of junk. But I think he just wanted to, like,
Teach
claim
you.
it. And then he probably still could have gotten, like, a couple $100 or whatever, you know? But yeah, he was so pissed, man. And in my head, I'm thinking, like, this car is so junk, you can't even. Who cares if somebody
Right.
hits it?
Right, exactly.
I don't even know what happened to that car.
I was gonna ask you, whatever happened to that?
Yeah, I'm trying to remember, like, what did we do with that car?
Like, did your dad flat out just go to
I don't know if he
Toyota
sold it or, like,
when he
yeah,
bought
I
your
don't
truck?
know. He bought when he, to his credit, he did buy me a Toyota truck. It was like a 2-door during that mini trucker craze.
Yeah, you would get one brand new
And
truck, guy.
It was brand new. You're right, but it was the cheapest truck that they sold. You know how much he paid for that truck?
How much?
Try to guess.
I
Stock 4-cylinder.
yeah.
Okay, no AC. My dad never believed in AC. I don't
Yeah.
understand that. We live in Hawaii. It's freaking hot.
Right.
But he never bought AC in any of his cars. Too expensive. I was like, oh my God.
That's your father.
That truck was $7,000.
Really?
That's it.
Oh my
7
God.
grand for a Toyota 2-door, right?
Yeah.
It was a bench seat standard.
Oh, dude, I forgot.
Didn't even have a radio in it.
I forgot that
There was
truck was
nothing on that truck, dude. It was bone stock. But
Wow.
I was happy though.
Oh, that truck was.
I didn't really know how to drive stick that well. So that clutch got burned a little bit.
Dude, I tripping out because the Mazda,
Because I was
The
driving the
Mazda.
Mazda, the Glick.
the Glick was automatic, right?
Yeah. So my dad had a Mazda GLC.
Yeah.
Bernie always called it the Glick.
The Glick, man.
And that was a nicer car. Like, it was way nicer than the Datsun. So whenever I wanted to go out, at least he let me use that car.
Yeah.
So I always kept that car clean for him. I always washed it for him. Micah, if you're listening, hint. That's my son. I'm trying to get him to wash and do stuff around the house. But anyway, yeah, I kept his car clean so I could use it.
Yeah.
And then, but yeah, that was the car we went out with until you got your Mustang.
Yeah.
Stan had his Toyota Corolla.
Right.
Tony had his
The father's Mustang.
his dad's Mustang. That car got abused.
Oh my God, that
Holy
poor car.
smokes, man. My friend Tony. And if you're watching, yeah, you know what we're talking about.
Yeah. And don't forget Albin.
Oh yeah, Albin with his what was that, a Cutlass?
Yeah. Was one of those
Was
cars.
one of the KIT cars, right?
Yeah.
So we all worked at Quiet Island Tours, washing buses and cleaning tour buses and tour vans and cars that they use to shuttle like Japanese people around on private. Oh, broken.
Well, that was fun. Anyway,
Pedros. You need the Pedros.
I need the Pedros.
That's a good tire lever, bro.
You know which one I use in here? The lever. The lever it come with the
one that
basic
was free.
Yeah.
That came in with your tube or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, those suck.
Yeah, they do. That's how come the thing had like break.
Yeah, that thing.
And that's why
I'm surprised it didn't break sooner than that.
right? And that's why I sweating.
Yeah.
Cause this thing, it doesn't have. Look how blunt that thing.
Yeah. The Pedro's one is a lot thicker, and the plastic's a little smoother. I don't know. At least when I've used it.
Well, Pedro is the guy.
Pedro.
Man. Pedro.
But yeah, that's when we abandoned bikes for cars.
Right.
Right? Didn't you sell your Mongoose for?
I did. I sold my Mongoose.
Was it for rims or something?
Yeah, the front rims. I had the back with
Was it
tires.
center lines? Did you have center lines?
No, it was Ankies.
Oh,
Yeah. It was Ankies.
bro, all the guys our age are like Anki wheels.
They're like, oh my God, he said Ankies.
Center lines. People had center lines or Anki. What was the other one that people always had?
They had welds,
Welds. That's right.
center lines, Ankies,
I remember the welds.
the
The Porsche rims they would put on V-dubs.
I had that on my mini truck,
On your
remember?
truck too. Yeah, that's right.
I don't think you ever seen my
I don't
Datsun.
think I even. Yeah.
You know why? It got stolen, is I. Ended up
Bernie's little mini truck got stolen on Oahu.
halava.
Like my Honda Civic that got stolen on Oahu.
Unreal.
Oh, we got some color in that GT though. Look at that. Wow. The Sunshine bike.
The Sunshine bike.
Looking very bright.
The future's so bright.
Okay, now good luck putting that thing on. Oh, is that it?
Done.
Oh,
I kind
Look
of
at
pay
you.
attention how I take them out.
very good. That would have taken me a couple tries, man.
You know why?
See, that's why Bernie works on bikes and I hold the camera.
Nah, no way. But people liked watching you when you'd build your bike.
Well,
The Skyway.
the one and only.
John had loved that. I remember the comments he was putting. He goes, bro, you two guys is nuts. That was good though. I mean, I learned, you learn.
Yeah, it was a good bike to learn on.
It was.
Even though that Skyway gave us some pretty hefty problems.
Right? Oh my goodness. There were a lot of bikes we built.
Every bike we've built had some sort of issue with it. I don't think we've ever had like a really smooth like build ever.
Yeah.
There's always something. It was either a bottom bracket, maybe it was the headset, maybe it was the brakes.
A lot of times it was me. Because, you know, I'm not the professional mechanic. And I got to figure them out as we go. And we don't practice. We shoot from the hip.
Yeah, we're
So-
just pretty much. I think the only thing that we do ahead of time is you'll lay out the tools. You know, we'll have all Bernie's tools that he needs for the thing, so he doesn't have to run in the back. That's probably the only thing that he does ahead of time.
Yeah. Except for, yeah, today I had to go get that pliers because I gotta watch what I say. This part right here was so tight from
Yeah.
the factory, you know.
Yes, the factory made it a little too tight.
Oh my goodness.
Right?
Yes. And that's all. The factory made them tight.
Oh, we'll leave it at that. We'll leave it at that.
Okay.
Okay. All right. So now what? Making minor adjustments.
Yeah.
And then trying to. We just got to get this thing straight right here.
Yep.
But
gotta-
bro, that thing's looking good. Think
Sunshine, I hope you like it.
think she's gonna like the colors on that.
Yeah. That's the fun part, you know, she picked.
Right? She bought those parts. I mean, she was the one that picked out those parts, right?
Yeah. Remember I was on the phone and I called her FaceTime and I said these tires.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
These tires I think
right.
gonna match the grips. I mean they're the same, pretty close.
Yeah.
You know.
I mean, they do make Vans tires, but not in blue. I don't know
No.
that. I don't think I've seen him in blue.
Kev, not in the blue that we're looking for.
Yeah.
You know. These things they're pretty hard to come by. You know?
Yeah, but I think she made some good choices.
I think so too. Honestly. Very good choice. Good job, Sunshine. Okay. See? Pedro's.
Pedro's. If you guys are looking for that, that is so easy to adjust your brakes.
Right?
That tool, I have a link in the description if you guys want to pick that one up.
This tool right here. Muchas gracias, Pedro.
Yeah, that thing is like, because a lot of times when you're dealing with like cable brakes, right, and you gotta like kind of cinch it down. You gotta use two hands. Someone else might have to help, but with that tool, it kind of puts the tension on there for you,
With Pedro's.
and you don't need to do anything. You don't have to like pull it with pliers or
Right?
do other things to it. So
You don't.
that's really nice.
I like it a lot. Except this part is kind of... I don't know if I can get Pedro in there.
Will it fit?
Oh yeah. Pedro, he fit, Pedro.
Should come out so you can kind of see what this looks like here.
Yeah. Okay, yeah. You guys got him. All of that. All that. You look at the space in there.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of wide the gap. You squeeze them some more in tiny increments. Look pretty good right
And
there.
then you use that to kind of hold the cable in place so that you can
Yeah.
tighten it down with the bolt, kind of get it where you want.
Yep.
Very good.
Yeah. Pedro.
Especially if you work on your bike by yourself in your garage. Like a lot of you guys, we know that like, you know, you guys are out there, you might be watching the video as you guys are, you know, working on your own bikes in your garage and you're by yourself. Like that thing, I think that thing's worth it. I don't know, how much, do you remember how much that thing costs?
No, I don't. I've had that since mountain
For a long
bike.
time, yeah.
Yeah.
But that thing is really nice to have.
That's like one of the tools, one of the first tools I think, when I used to do mountain bike. All right.
Everything else looks good. There was a comment somebody gave us about the bottom bracket and how bad their experience was with this bottom bracket.
With this?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. So I think it's good that you're gonna swap it out
Yeah.
eventually.
Yeah, totally.
So this is what Bernie's picked out, or his wife picked out, at least the color wise.
Yeah.
And we've used these. I think we used these before.
Yep.
I think we did. Yeah.
That I purchased from our friend at Stack. And we also got to do that video because he gave me the disc brake conversion.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
He's probably waiting, going, all right, guys,
Yeah.
I gave you this stuff. Why haven't you done a video?
Yeah, it's coming. It's coming.
Yeah. Yeah. That's true because, like you know, you got a lot of work to do. Even though you're retired, you're more busy than you are teaching
Yeah.
again.
That's why I don't really feel like the retirement is a real thing, because all I'm doing is just coming out of one job, going into a different one.
Pretty much, guy.
But pretty excited about it.
Wow. So how long do workshops go?
Oh, our workshops this week, 8:30 to 4, bro. 4 days, Monday through Thursday. We teach the kids. We run 2 tracks. We have a beginner track
Uh-huh.
for kids just kind of starting out, and we have an intermediate/advanced track for kids that have some experience.
Right.
And it's been good because this is the first time I've actually been able to sit in on the advanced side, because I usually teach the beginner side. But because we're on Kauai and I wanted to kind of work with some of my kids and see what John and our other friend Austin does in their advanced workshop. Our other partner Don is running the beginner workshop while I get to kind of hang out and
That's awesome.
learn, see what John does in his workshop.
Mm-hmm.
So it's
Well,
been working out good.
you guys do some good stuff, you know.
And we haven't done one in a while. Like we haven't had a workshop here since before COVID, I think.
Really? Wow.
Yeah, COVID kind of stopped everything, and we haven't been able to come back until now. So.
Wow.
Oh, look at that, though.
Everything is straight.
Everything looks pretty good. How's the bar? Is the bar straight?
Bars are straight. This guy is as straight as I can get him.
Nice.
Wow. Yeah, it does look good, you know, against the black.
Well, you definitely got color now,
Yeah.
right? Where
Yeah.
there was not a lot.
Dude, you know what I want to do? Because I just want to see them. I want to put the pedals on.
Which pedals do you have?
Technique.
Oh,
Yeah.
you got them already?
That's what's in
That's
that
what's
white
in the
box.
box?
Yeah.
Bro, you're holding out on me, man.
I am. You know, Kev?
Bro, you're holding out, man.
You know, just because I get missing teeth, I...
This is what Bernie likes to do, though. He'll buy something and not say anything. Oh, I remember these. You showed me these.
Yeah.
You showed me these.
I want to see it on this
But-
bike.
Yeah, look at that.
Let's do it. Let's put this
These
guy
are pretty sick platforms, though.
aren't they?
I forgot that you got these, but you're right. You didn't say anything when I first came over, but I remember you did show those to me at one point. But those are, yeah. The color that's gonna bring down here. Yeah, you got to do it. Were you gonna wait for the next one?
No, well, because we can change the crank and the bottom bracket.
Oh, is that why? Yeah, that makes sense. You're right. You're right.
And I
But
kinda
you know
handle.
what? This is pretty simple. You
Yeah.
might as well just do it.
I might as well. I mean, it's fun.
And it's gonna really pop.
And when I do final assembly on everything,
Yeah.
I'm gonna put grease. Because I might
So I know someone's gonna comment, yo, where's the grease? But we're
Guarantee.
only putting it on just to kind of like check it out.
Yeah. Guarantee
Because,
I'm gonna
that thing is gonna look nice. I didn't even know Technique had platforms like that.
Well,
How did you guys see that?
I went shopping.
Did you find it or did she find it? Who found it?
I found them.
You saw him.
Yeah.
Showed it to her,
Yeah.
and it was Sunshine approved.
Oh yeah, gotta. I cannot buy nothing for this bike because it's not mine
Good point.
unless,
Smart man.
hey, gotta-
Happy wife,
yes,
happy life.
you got it, buddy.
Right?
That is the motto.
Who else out there agrees?
Yeah.
Oh, look at that. Yes. It's gonna look nice on this side too with the spider too.
Yeah.
Are you gonna go with a blue spider?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
See, I'd answer you, Kev. I could have surprised you right there,
You could have.
but I never. So yeah, blue spider.
All right. Technique platforms.
Angie had those in her shop.
Oh, she did?
Yeah. Yeah.
How much were they? If you don't mind me asking.
These were on clearance for $99.
That's it?
Yeah. Yeah.
That's pretty good.
Not bad, huh? Yup.
Oh yeah, that looks pretty good, man. Come on.
I just had to put 'em on.
I mean, you just put a ton of color into this bike.
Not me, Sunshine.
Yeah, but
I'm just a worker bee. Without
you made
teeth.
good choices, but I mean, come on, we went from pretty much just black, a hint of blue with that salmon color. Now you got the blue just popping over everything, man.
Holy smoke!
Take a step back and look at that. Look at that.
Wow,
What do you think?
I like it.
Right?
Yeah. Yeah,
Sick.
it is sick.
Nice job.
That's fun. I like stuff like this, except sweating to take tires out. Cause man, that thing was tight.
Maybe that strength. You lost some of that strength because that part of your tooth fell out. That's
I
why.
think so. It's me, letting out aggression.
like
You
like
know?
who's the one with the power in their hair? Isn't somebody has like their locks? Samson, right? That was like
I'm catching up, buddy. I'm catching up.
come on, you gotta work that big brain, pal.
No Karen had crack is like my teeth.
Oh, looks really good though, buddy. Looks really good.
Morgan,
And
I
the bike looks pretty good too.
I need this, Morgan.
Oh, what is that? Yeah, we gotta get you.
I need these.
You think
nuts.
you're gonna get the one that matches this?
That's why I'm
That one?
waiting. I'm waiting.
Yeah.
I'm waiting. Remember I said Dirty Fest? I'm like, wife is waiting for this stuff, man.
There's nothing you can get for this though, yeah, because this is kind of
No.
like a mountain bike type
Yeah.
spring action.
Yeah.
Right on that. Oh no, not a spring action, but
It's quick.
it's a cone.
it's quick
but
release.
It is a quick release though.
But-
yeah.
It is, but it isn't. It isn't because no more.
That's
actual
true. No more
release.
that the little lever.
Yeah.
Right.
But
All right. Well, yeah, it's not done yet.
no,
Not done yet.
We get this.
So you said new cranks,
new cranks.
bottom bracket,
Yup. And sprocket.
sprocket, and then maybe a seat post clamp.
Depends
We'll
if,
see. We'll see what
know.
happens.
if Morgan got them.
All right. All right. So that is the upgrade to Sunshine's GT Street Performer. How do you think everything looks?
Beautiful.
I like it. I really like the colors. I think she did a fantastic job in picking out the parts, and it's coming along really, really nicely.
Yeah.
Right. Okay, so now is the moment we've been waiting for. So I don't know. Have you put down your comment as to like how you think Bernie's tooth broke? And again, wrong answers only. So the most ridiculous ones we want to hear from you. But now has come to the time in which we're going to ask you really how it happened. So Bernie, what the heck happened to your front tooth?
I was riding on half pipe.
Oh,
And I
okay.
crashed.
Riding a half pipe, yes, because you got inspired by Eddie Fiola,
Right.
In our discussion with him,
Yep.
you can check that video. We interviewed him, and then
was
hit
on
the
it.
skate park,
Boom. Flat on my
Right.
face, bust my teeth.
bar
Gone.
into the tooth, right? In fact, his tooth was hanging,
Yeah.
stuck inside the grips. We had to buy new grips because his tooth was stuck.
Had to call an ambulance.
Oh my god!
All boss,
All
I
boss.
was. All boss. Blood on the face,
All right.
everything.
Now, if we were like in our teens,
Yeah.
that might have actually
Guarantee.
happened. That might have
Guarantee.
happened.
Guarantee.
But we're old futs now.
Yeah.
We're not gonna be jumping on in a
Kawhi
half
no more
pipe.
even half
Yeah,
pipe.
we don't even have a half pipe here. No, there is one.
Where?
In Kapa,
At the skate park?
there's a skate park. I think there's a half pipe. Like I don't think it's a giant one,
Okay.
but I want to say it's a ramp. Yeah.
We go with our GTs.
So- Yeah, and then watch us
After
for
they
real.
fix my
Watch
teeth.
us for real. Eat it, and we're making a joke right now.
Oscar Agara face.
Oh,
No more
man,
front teeth.
man,
Completely gone.
That is just like that would be
Like,
hilarious.
full on.
Okay, so
Okay.
it wasn't a skate park.
No.
It wasn't doing some
In all seriousness, I was having dinner, gnawing on some ribs. I said gnawing on some ribs. And then all of a sudden, I'm like, something feels weird. And then I look.
Was your tooth in the rib?
No. I found it on my plate. The sun's
You know,
just shining in
you
my
like
face.
when you're like a little kid and then you like your teeth are falling out and you bite into the apple and then like your tooth
Yeah,
is
the-
in there.
the teeth is stuck
That would
in
have been
there.
hilarious, dude, if your tooth was in the rib.
Wasn't.
But you found it.
I found it.
Was it in your? Did it fall down? Was it in your mouth? Was it still loose? What the heck?
It was still in my mouth, and I was like, and lo and behold, you get that weird feeling in your mouth, and it's like, uh-oh.
So you,
Uh-oh.
So you did you seriously spit it out?
I
Like,
did.
oh.
I told the wife, I don't know if I'd swallow this thing, and then I went,
You know why I'm laughing too is because we're bringing up our kids, right? So my oldest daughter,
oh no.
when she was that age, we were wrestling on the bed.
Oh my God.
And like she was like yelling. So I had like we had folded laundry. So I grabbed the sock and I like shoved it in her mouth. Like, hey, quiet. Like we were just playing around, right? And it knocked her tooth, and she swallowed it. And that was her first tooth.
Oh my goodness.
And I was like, she just started crying. And I was like, oh my God. And she, you know why? Because she couldn't get like the tooth fairy wouldn't come. But
How much you gave her?
I'm just thinking, way more than I should have. It costed me because I felt so bad.
Of course, you'd
But
shove the
dude,
sock
okay,
down here.
So you're shocked.
I'm shocked.
Spit it out.
Yep.
What?
Collect the chip. Collect the chip. Put them in the Ziploc bag.
Oh my God.
Brah.
Did you finish the ribs?
Yeah, I did.
Okay, at least you finished the ribs.
I'd finish them.
At least you finished the ribs.
I had.
And you
I
had some beers that night too, so that probably helped a little bit.
Oh
Was
my-
it sore at all?
No.
No?
No.
And even after that, it wasn't sore?
No.
Wow.
I mean, I can go drink on beer right now and still not gonna be. I might after this. Bro,
I
it's
think
hot.
It is hot. I think you deserve one, pal. You deserve a 6-pack after that,
Right.
man. Okay. So I hope you left your comment. Was it exactly what you thought happened? I don't know. I had no clue.
But that is the truth.
And you didn't bite the bone either. Because
Not-
ribs, like,
I never bite the bone. I know I never. Then again, I was feeling good, so maybe I had.
maybe you did.
I bite all that bone, hoy.
Oh my God.
Okay, enough already. We're gonna get scolding,
That's
boy.
it. That's it. Okay. All right. So that's the story of Bernie's tooth.
Yeah, bite the
Maybe.
bone. Not the bullet. The bone.
Oh my God. This has been so fun. I'm so glad we came.
And you
today.
know what, bro?
I'm so glad we
We
came.
still smiling. Yeah.
I'm just. Oh my God.
For all
This
you
is-
guys who say we not smiling off, broken teeth and all, bro, we smiling, guy.
This has been the most fun I've had in a while.
You're welcome.
Thank you. Yeah. Because when you, as soon as I pulled up and he came and he opened his mouth, I was like, "Whoa! What the heck happened to you?" Oh, and he's been such a good sport, bro. You gotta give it to him. You gotta put in the comments what a good sport Bernie is, because I would have said, "Hell no, we're not filming anything."
There's a difference
but-
between him
yeah,
and me.
Bernie is the man. In
There's no
fact,
more teeth.
That's gonna be the title of the video. Bernie is the man.
Hair more teeth,
With-
hoy.
Without a tooth. Guarantee people thought we probably smoked after this too. We didn't. We didn't.
No.
No gummies were taken.
No can.
Um,
None of this would have been
imagine
able to
if
get
we
done.
did take gummies though.
Dude,
And then
this
yeah,
video gonna be
that
5
would
hours.
that- All right. Okay, we're gonna. I'm sore from laughing.
Okay, party.
All right. If you stuck around this long, consider liking and subscribing. If you enjoyed that story about Bernie's teeth, please hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. If that didn't convince you to subscribe, I don't know what will.
Come on, man.
I don't know what will.
I took one for the boys.
But anyway, that's the Sunshine GT BMX Pro Street Performer.
Yes.
I'm getting confused.
Street performer.
Street Performer, decked out with the blue, Sunshine approved. We will see you in the next one. Not sure when that's going to be, but you'll know it when you see the next video.
Yep.
Until then, hey, take care of one another, be safe, and aloha.
Aloha.